What up, y'all? Me and Hey back in the cut. We're about to go hit some woods and do some things.
Do all the things.
Do all the things. That's all. That's really all I got to. It's really all I got to share for the moment. We'll see what we get into. See y'all in a minute.
We need to go around and get a bunch of berries. Plants. Transplant out there.
So how come there's no berries? Are these? Oh, these are later seasons.
So these are first year. These are later seasons, but they're also first year. You see how they're still green?
Yeah.
So blackberries are a biannual plant. So on their second year, they'll produce fruits, and on the second year, the lates turn brown.
Brown. Which one has the white waxy?
Those are the earlies, and those turn like reddish purple.
Okay. Lates turn brown, earlies reddish purple.
And the real way to tell the lates from like the other thorn bushes is they have this veiny structure. You see how it looks like a star?
Yep. See if y'all can see that.
It has nice broad leaves. The leaves of the blackberry plants, I think, are technically edible, but they're high in pectin, so if you pick them early, you can use them to make jams and such.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I did not know that. Right by your head. Oh, you're backing into it. It's all over your backpack now. Dude, that thing's gonna eat you, man.
It has to be one with the spiders, Richie.
Oh, you are. You are one with the spiders, bruh.
It looked like there was more rocks. There's just a couple. Almost. There's a hole right there. See that?
Yeah, we're about to fall down into a freaking cavern. Ah, I wish I had my light on. It's interesting.
Can get you a good whiff of that.
Smells like dirt.
Talking about the camera.
Well, I wanted to smell it too.
Beautiful black gold.
Nice, rich, fertile soil, eh?
That it is. Let's just see if we can shine a light in there. It's capped really good. There's definitely a hole, but it's completely filled with rocks. So there was something right here. You can almost see it coming this way too.
Yeah. I bet they did line that out to drain water.
Unless this is just a whole cave that's filled. There's the wall right there too. There's almost another little room. Oh, look at that bottle.
Oh, nice.
4 5/4 quart. That's an odd measurement.
I can't believe that was just laying there like that.
I wonder if that's a fifth. It has to be a fifth. But yeah, just look at that. There has to be a bigger room in there. It has to go deeper.
I'm gonna take the, you know what, guys? I'm gonna hook my light up to my GoPro.
This one goes back in tunnels like that one we found, remember?
Yeah.
Oh, it's loose. Oh. It's hard to see back in there. You see the remnants of one of these stone walls right here. A lot of dirt's filled in between them. We You can see the rocks stacked up and lined along here. It almost goes in like a little bit of an L between here. Then there's another pile there, which could have been moved from somewhere else. So there's another pit from this other side. Can't remember how much of this wall we've scraped.
I think about all of
it. Yeah, last time we was on this section, I'm pretty sure we had digging.
I know, man, these ferns are awesome. Trying to be careful where I step so I don't trample nothing down.
Keep going.
That's true. We are part of nature. You know what I am gonna have to do, and I should have just done it. I'm gonna have to put on that chest gimbal.
Yeah, you might need your hands.
Oh yeah, I definitely do. I'm straight sliding. Oh shit. Yeah.
That's
That was the most fally fall I've done.
nice and rainforest slick out here today.
Hey, here, take this.
Wow!
Did I injure my hand just now a little bit? Sure enough did. Sure enough did. It's like that hike. My last hike out at Germantown, man, it was all misty like this. It makes it feel humid and miserable, but it looks awesome. Look at that spider web shining up there in the sun. Hopefully y'all can see that. Man, Jeremy walked face first through this big spider web last week, and he looked like a marionette puppet, dude. He had strings hanging all over him. And he was like this. And he's like, you know what I'm saying?
Like a little girl.
Dude, he looked like a marionette. I would have died, man. I'm a chump when it comes to these spiders and snakes. Yeah, dude, I ain't gonna deny. There's a weak gene in the bloodline somewhere when it comes to spiders and snakes, man.
Kinda looks like it, but I don't think it is.
Nah, I don't think that's it. We've crawled up in there before.
Yeah.
That's got that little cutout where like you can sit there on the right, don't it?
The altar spot?
Yeah, I was trying to think of what we called it. Look at that freaking spider web. Yeah, that's it up there. What up, dog?
This is right where the effigy would sit.
That's where like you bless the blood that's being drained through the funnel here as it pours down here into the
I know, I can feel its power.
Yeah. That wasn't my own little dark, twisted fantasy there. Somebody actually commented on one of my videos when we were out here one time that something we found may have been a blood funnel for like sacrifice or something. I can't remember exactly what the comment said, but it did mention that it possibly being a blood funnel. I ain't gonna go climbing all over the place with Hayden today. It's slick, and I've already injured myself.
How'd you do that?
When I fell back there. Yeah, we've had some trees fall with these storms lately. It's right there. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna put this gimbal on and then I'll head up that way. Hayden just found the cave we're looking for, so you just heard me. I'm gonna throw this chest gimbal on and then head up that way towards it.
We're back in a very special place that some of y'all should recognize. It's one of the biggest caves we've ever found. Right up in theirs. Whenever Richie gets back, we'll shimmy up in there. But if you go back to last winter, video that's sitting at like 6K views, it was the first time we ever found that hole up in there. You can see our first reaction shimmying up in there. We've been here a whole lot. In the wintertime, it's a lot more clear. You can see the path. Richie's just right over there, and you can hardly see him unless I'm standing in direct line of sight. Play Where's Richie for a little bit. Somewhere over there. Right up top from that cave, it's like 10 foot in the air. There's another little one over here. Somebody's been camping in. I'll get the head rig and go up in there a little bit better. This goes up for a little ways and comes out this way. I think there's another little doorway up there that goes up top. There's another little room up underneath this rock. And then yeah, gateway that goes all the way up top. At least it's nice and cool in these. Hopefully Richie's about done. Man, look at those. The mycelium has just eaten that entire stick. Look at that. It is just ripping through the ground. Done ate that whole stick. Beautiful looking mycelium. Look at that. Look at those fibers. Beautiful. Beautiful. Feather mushrooms really like them caves. Might need to do some experimenting with that one of these days.
All right, in here to track down Hayden. Man, the spider webs are everywhere. Blech. I can feel the poison ivy already.
I know how we're gonna get mushrooms.
Grow them in there.
Yeah, you gotta come look at this mycelium growing in this cave back there.
Hold on, I'm trying to find. How did you get up there? Right through here?
Walk through the weeds. Get through here. Just walk straight through the weeds like a wild gazelle. They can't hurt you.
Poison ivy begs to differ, my brother.
That's just that weak bloodline talking.
Hey, wherever it comes from.
Is this recording?
Yeah. Oh, is that? Yeah.
All right. Let's shimmy up in here. It is nice and slick today, though. Oh man, it's so much darker and moist. God, it looks so much cooler because the contrast from the algae growing and all the water.
Yeah.
It looks magic.
All right, man. I'm gonna put this headlamp on and I'll be up there.
Feels nice in here too. The murder scene has still not been moved. I'm not gonna be the one to disturb it either. But man, the top must be grown over. Oh yeah. See, usually all of those bushes are dying back.
Oh, cool. I didn't bring my headlamp.
That's perfect. Usually all these bushes are dyed back, and a lot of natural light comes into the backside of this cave. In the middle of winter, it's actually extremely pleasant in here. But yeah, go back to that one video if you want to see our first reaction to this place. Every time we come in here, we find something new. We found a really old pressed brick back in this wall back here. I need to make a little short of that. And the weird thing is, there's like more of them. I might try to shimmy up in there again. Well, there's more. Here's a little piece. There's more bricks, like capping it off up in here. You kind of see the bricks right there. There's a few bricks they used to cap this off, along with some of these stones. You can see some of those ones up towards the top just look like they've been wedged in. We was also talking before on how there's like these perfect stair step wedges carved into the wall all the way up here. And when we was looking, it looks like they keep going, but the cave's been filled in. And it comes back this way a little bit to your little watchtower opening. This would be like a perfect hunting blind right here. Another little altar spot right there. I need to try to climb out there one day, but today's probably not the day. Then this side goes up a little bit. Shows some more daylight. You can really see the contrast that all that algae in the water is creating right there. And you can see right here, it's the only spot that's really getting sun because this is turning green. The rest of it's staying more brown in there, and it's not even growing about where Richie is. It's just growing right here where the sun's coming in. We have a chip section of the rock here. You can see it's that real sparkly looking limestone. Almost thought it was a geode, but it is not. It almost whitewashes it too much. Funky looking fungus growing on that walnut shell too. Look at that, it's straight green.
I don't know if I should attempt getting out of here more than once.
Probably not. Yeah, it's half falling.
Oh, dude, it moved. See, this is why I'm scared of spiders, man. It's gone and I don't know where.
You said it's gone and I don't know where.
Yeah, dude, it was just right there. The web is, yeah, it was right in the center of the web. I don't know if you guys can see that at all. I don't know if you can see the light shining off that web, but it was right in the center. Now it's not, and it's blocking the exit. Well, we live here now, Hayden, or at least I do. I'm gonna need you to bring me food or something a couple times a week.
Couple times a week. Dog, Jeremy lived in the woods for months.
He did. He did.
We left him out here in these caves.
We did, man. We abandoned him. He was talking too much in Yellow Springs. And, which is, you know, weird for Jeremy, which I think is what made it extra irritating. You know what I'm saying? So we pushed him off a ledge and into the river, which happens to just run right through here, man. And he just lived out here. He has no recollection of what happened the whole time. He ended up with like a new jacket that's just like mine. Somehow, except a different color. Not sure how any of it really went down, you know? Oh, there's a big old spider out there.
I'm scared.
Oh, dude, that one's a scary one. I'm scanning for spiders before I go walking. I don't think I said where we're at for today's adventure, guys, but y'all post in, if I didn't, y'all post in the comments where you think I'm at. Oh, God, there's a monster spider. Oh, yeah, dog. I might go on a climb down out here. I think I've faced my spider fears for long enough to make a difference. Maybe somebody had fires in here.
Oh, shit.
Look how that just looks so stacked.
I don't know. It might be from the fires too, cracking it.
Yeah.
It almost does look cracked.
It's got that scaly, like, surface too.
That wasn't what I wanted to do. Just want to sit down, come to right here. You want to make sure you don't fall or you're going to look like this scream face dude right here.
I see that, dude.
And you just want to keep holding on to something and just sitting down until you can wedge yourself in this. God, it's like a whole new day coming out of that cave.
Here. It's already recording.
Ding dong.
Bliggity blow, baby.
Successful.
Success.
Great success.
My liver hurts a little bit now, but other than that. Oh man, the difference between being in there
Out here.
and being out here.
I know, just coming out, it felt like a whole new day. It was like, oh God, it's morning.
Right. Like, oh, I was dreaming I was in a cave. Like, dude, Hey Hayden, I was dreaming I was in a cave. Then it's like, hey Hayden, what? Why are you here, dude? Like, what? Yeah, man.
That cave is so much brighter in the wintertime. That other section that's open, all those bushes have grown over it real deep. But in the winter, all those leaves are dead, so you get a lot of sunshine in there.
Well, dude, you know, like, no lie, it's not the necessarily how technical it is. Yeah, it ain't really like how technical it is, although that's a part of it, but it's the slipperiness of it.
Oh yeah.
Dude, my hands are like shaking. My adrenaline was going.
This rock is slicker.
Yeah, it's slick, man. It's slicker than it was when we were coming in here in the middle of winter.
Snow on the ground is less slick than this rock right now.
Wet shoes and gloves and everything, and it was less slick than it is right now. I mean, this humidity and all that moss and whatever nature slime. Yeah, that's very, very slick. So let that be a lesson to you if you know where this is and you decide to come out here and check it out because you saw it here. Enter at your own risk. There's some hazard involved. So Hayden's like, we're not done yet. We gotta go climb up the side of this wall.
But wait, there's more. Look at those ferns growing right out of the rock. All the way up. That is really cool. Like dandelions.
Yeah, it is awesome.
After seeing all that mycelium up there, we should straight bring some kind of fruiting block into the caves in the summer.
Yeah, I knew that's what you were gonna say.
It's too dry out there, but it's moist in here. We could straight grow mushrooms in these caves.
Problem is other people come back here.
I know, but do they have enough balls to eat mushrooms? And, like, stick them up there. All the people that come here don't go all the way up in there, you know?
You've got a good idea there.
Well, look at this. These whole, I've never seen whole sticks eaten like this. Like, this is absolutely insane. That entire cluster of sticks is eaten by the mycelium. And you can see the just thin, wispy structures. Just look how
I see that.
perfect that is.
Now it owns you.
It does. It runs all through there. It's eating all of this stuff. It's going up and back in that hole. This would be the perfect spot for mushrooms. I'm surprised mushrooms aren't just growing. There's that half up top. Flattens out really nice right here. Look how little dirt is left over that entrance. That's a little sketch.
Yeah. Some work. I ain't done the climbing like that in a while.
But yeah, it is straight dense. You cannot tell that we're at least 50 feet in the air right now. Like, it is just so dense. You'll definitely have to go back and look at the videos we did here in the winter. Get just a better view of everything, but it does still look really neat right now, just being a rainforest, you know?
Yeah. That's what it feels like too. I feel like we're in a rainforest.
Feels like I'm back in Nam. You hear Fortunate Son playing? And a beautiful little garrison down in there. I think this goes up. But in the winter, oh yeah. oh yeah. Even more treacherous now. I stepped up there in the winter time and knocked all that stuff loose. I was like, oh, maybe it'll be less treacherous later. No.
Turns out it's not gonna be less treacherous.
It's probably never gonna get less treacherous right there.
It gets a little more Tetris.
does get a little more Tetris.
Starts getting a little more Tetris, but a lot not more, or not less Tetris. Look at that big old mushroom we just both walked right past.
Yeah, because I was more enthralled in this room that we just walked into.
Let's check out the mycelium it's attached to and see if it looks like that stuff down there.
Well, hold the mycelium with you.
Not necessarily.
It's ripping all along this rock wall line. You can see it right there too. So that probably is the same. Yeah, all the mycelium like interconnects with each other. It all looks the same if I'm not mistaken.
No, there's differences, but it is relatively the same. Like that lion's mane mycelium, you all right?
Yep.
It itself was real spongy, just like the mushroom is.
Going down is always harder than going up.
I know.
That's the sucky part.
I had to use all arm strength right there, dude. Whew.
You have to slide clean down.
Yeah, my feet were just slipping no matter how much little weight I put down, so I had to use like all arm strength. It's one of them raw dirty ventures.
Yeah, stick a 5-gallon bucket way up in there.
Yeah, shine that light up in there.
Up this way is decently nice. Down that way is full of raccoon shit. Here, hold that. Put the one camera on and go up there for a second. The contrast right now is really nice though. You can just see the fog of humidity pulling down from right there. See it coming across the flashlight? This is so cold in here, you can see my breath. It's a nice little platform right there. It is covered in mud though, and probably slicker than shit. All of this is so slick. This is one of the moistest caves. Oh my god, look at that spider.
You about to touch it, dude?
I am like 2 inches away from touching it, but
Don't move in case it falls.
that is a mean one right there. Another big old one right there. That's probably this one's lover. This one's bigger though, so I'm guessing that's the female. But that is funny. That's like the only 2 spiders I see in here. Oh no, there's one up there.
Pick it up and examine it, dog.
Oh, another one right there. There's so many spiders in here. You don't really see the spiders in the winter. Mosquitoes. Oh my god, there's so many spiders in here.
Yeah, the mosquitoes will be in the caves, won't they? That's wild. I forgot about that.
Yeah, in the winter. In the winter, the caves are filled with mosquitoes, and in the summer, they're filled with water and spiders. Oh my god, I have my back up against like 3 of them.
Yeah, tarantulas too, man.
Just look how neat those walls are.
These are those desert spiders from freaking, you know what I'm talking about? I don't remember.
No, they're not. They're not camel spiders.
Yeah, bro, those are camel spiders.
They're not. I don't think they can.
Hey, listen to me. I know my spiders, dude. Those are camel spiders.
Camel spiders technically aren't spiders.
Neither are those. Because they're camel spiders.
Neither of those. Sacred cave, though.
It is. This is a sacred cave, and it's going to be even more sacred for us because we're going to use this cave as our ritual to determine who the leader of the weirdos outside is. We're going to build it into an actual sauna, and he who lasts the longest takes full control.
We're each going to eat a ½ ounce of mushrooms.
Right. And the battle will be between a lifetime of just enduring different forms of suffering.
Because you know Jeremy's only going to be in there for 5 minutes.
Right. So it'll be, does endurance over a lifetime match up against training for actually training for suffering, like Hayden does? Are you lost?
No, let's keep walking through 30 spider webs.
The trail's right there, though.
I know. I like scraping this wall.
Dude, but we're gonna just keep walking through spider webs. What'd you tell me? Be one with the spiders? Yeah, I see how you're following through. Now that I say it out loud.
Look at this. I've never noticed this before. This is one of those black locusts. This is the biggest one I've ever seen, though. It's a couple 100 years old. I've never seen them get this big. I wonder if that thorn's way up in there. You can hardly even see right now.
Look at this stash of chicken of the woods we just found. That's fresh too, boy.
Yeah.
Nice.
Too many bags?
Yeah, I do. Shit.
These are asking more in the thing. Touching on these trees. This is like the only trees that are finding them.
Everywhere you move, spider web, dude.
It's because we're in a jungle, Richie. You're in the jungle, baby.
Wake up. Time to die.
That burl.
Yeah, so I was about to point out, it's a nice looking burl. Smack that burl, baby.
Another one right there. By the way, these trees look, almost look to me like somebody was shooting from up there. Clipped them.
Yeah, damaging them, because ain't that how the burls start?
Yeah.
If y'all ain't, oh, I don't want to tell them where we are, man. It's a game I'm trying to play.
Say it's a game. This thing's always been neat to me.
Yeah, I think so too.
I bet it was some sort of water channel at one point. I almost bet there was like one of those pumps right here. Pour it that way.
Yeah, and especially we've been here when the water's been almost, you can tell the water had recently been like up to here, kind of like right now. Easy way, hey, man.
No spiders, no bushes, just a little bit of mud. I want to stick to this right side so we can get to those bowls easier. And before, we had to cross in the winter time, but I think it'll be okay crossing now.
Yeah.
It might just be high traffic areas.
That's what I was about to say too. It's probably high traffic as well. But yeah, it's been pretty clear just running the edge there. I would think probably because it doesn't get a lot of light and it's probably highly trafficked through animals and everything. Yeah, man. That was gonna be on your face.
That's another one of them things I learned about the waterfalls the other day. Is apparently they can only grow deep in the woods.
Oh my God, there's another one there.
But they can only grow deep in the woods like this where it's really shady. Because on the edges they'll get burned. But they don't produce fruit in the woods. They don't have enough sun. So to really have a good pawpaw harvest, you need to start a bunch of them in the woods like this and then bring them out to the edge of the woods once they get old enough to not get burned anymore. So the only way those pawpaws would survive naturally is through fire, you know? Because they would have to start in real dense and then survive the fire and grow back when there was full light. Which which then is real interesting, because I wonder if the natives had a heavy
Whoa.
influence on that, because that just seems to me like a very hard way to reproduce besides through human intervention, you know?
Yeah. Whew, boy.
There's the cave Jeremy lived in.
Yeah, that's it, ain't it?
Yeah.
It's where we found Two Word Tony. That was really the birth of Two Word. We'd been calling him that long before, but this is where it really all began.
We spend like the whole day here with a few people. Just like post a base camp right here. Shimmy the rocks and everything. I think I'll took one you said. Oh, look at that. Bunch of mycelium.
Yeah, see, that looks different than the stuff we looked at before.
It is. It's growing more spikes.
Yeah, see?
Little webs.
It's usually white. And
It's all stuck to me out there.
look at that. Oh, that's styrofoam, I think, over there.
Now we are in the sacred pools. Right here's a really mean waterfall. I don't know if I should be able to.
spot to climb down there, right?
I'm gonna put my hay boots on so I can get in the water. Contrary to popular belief, when you're out here doing stuff like this, you want to have some real thick wool socks all winter and summer long. Try it and it'll change your life, I tell you what.
Indeed. Indeed.
So now we're ready. Get in the pools. Sitting on that rock. A few videos ago when all this water was pulling that same purple energy that we find in some of those caves. Very odd. Must have been building something up there because there's another 2B6. You just gotta be careful we don't get swept away here. Some of these pools are deep. This is an absolutely beautiful place all year round. Right here in this one spot, there's no trails that are really close to here, so you have to just scrape the creek side, but once you get up in here, it is just gorgeous. There's so many different falls that run and interconnect, and the sound of the churning water is just electric. I want to see if I can get around to that little hot spring up here. It's way easier to move in these creeks when it's not winter, so you can actually go through the water. See, this comes up and then goes more towards the trail. There's like a wooden bridge up there, so if you get in underneath that wooden bridge, it'll lead you down through to this spot. But once you get here, it is extremely technical through the rocks, so you better be prepared for that. Look at all that foam, straight stacked like 3 foot high over there. All the churning of the water. This one right here, ooh, that's interesting. So in the middle of winter, this one isn't flowing. Oh no, it's this one. This is the one, I think. No? I might be mistaken, but right here in the middle of winter, the water coming out of this rock was warm enough to push steam off, but right now it's extremely cold, like spring water, which is very odd. It feels colder than the actual creek over here. Yeah, over here is more like a bath water. The water coming out of here, straight freezing cold spring water. I didn't drink any of it, but it tastes deliciously clean. Around that way, I think the path intersects there. So if you come off the path, it'll come along this way. And there's another little cave up here. Let's see if I can't get to it. There's somebody's bikini. Woo, slick. Yeah, I think this is the spot. But up there is another part of the trail that if you split off and follow the creek along, you'll come up into here. But this little crevice right here, this also goes all the way up to the path that follows along the top. So there's a million ways down here. But if you come where this basin spills out, this cave right here, if you stick your head in here, I'll be quiet and hopefully the camera picks it up, but you can hear the churning of the water rumbling through the rocks. And it's just a deep, low frequency hum. Very neat. Most of the caves don't really have that deep, resonant hum to them, but that one does from being so close to these. And it honestly might be some of the water flowing out of this rock right here in those springs. I'm not really sure, but that is very odd. I promise to you, if you go back to it would probably be our last video in the winter when we came through there, that little spring coming out of that rock was warm, and now it's the exact opposite. It's colder than the creek. So that's very peculiar, very peculiar. Now I gotta be careful on this scrape. You can almost hear that churn out in the open right here too. It's a lot harder to pick up though. But yeah, this is very odd. If anybody has any explanation to that, leave it in the comments. But I've only ever heard of the springs being one way or the other, not really switching back and forth between hot and cold, which it wasn't really hot, but it was steaming in the middle of winter. It was like bathwater warm. So that's weird. Very, very weird. The water is just pouring out of the rocks around here. This is a very sacred area. If you do come out here, show it with the utmost respect. It has been cared for by generations. I'm gonna start heading back a little, see what Richie's up to. I think he went way up in there. If you're gonna do stupid shit like this, make sure you find a firm footing before you press on. As you can see, this hole doesn't look like it, but in the middle of it, it's probably waist deep. So if I just step down to that with no care, this current's strong enough to take me where I don't want to go.
Man, you talk about a beautiful place. What a beautiful place to be. It's just an hour from home. I don't know where Hayden went. Somewhere up that way. We'll see later. He's got his camera on. I don't know if I've ever been in a place where I felt more connected to just everything than I do here. I mean, I've talked to you, anybody who's been watching, I've talked before about how much I love that sound of water. And I mean, it's coming from everywhere here. It's right there, it's right there, it's right here, it's over here, it's right through here. So it is truly like a symphony or an orchestra around me of like my favorite sound in the world. And I am going to shut up and enjoy it for a minute here in a second, but I don't know, I just don't feel like I can express enough what this does for me spiritually, mentally, and physically. You know, I stress that a lot because it's important to include all three things: spiritual, mental, and physical fitness to whatever degree you're able to. And man, like for me, like I've said before, I follow my interests in order to keep them in action, and this is where it leads me. It's places like this. And I can't wait to see where it leads me in the future. Where it leads us in the future. Anybody who stays the course with me and grows with it. Oh, I see Hayden now, he's down there. All right, I'm gonna try and get over there to him. What'd it be like, brother?
You know that hot spring? It's cold right now.
Really?
Yeah. Like ice cold, colder than this water.
I'm about to head over there. I can't tell how deep this is right here. One thing I can tell for sure not having my boots on is the lack of ankle support with these swimming shoes on. And so here's that. Found this water comes out always warm. That's wild. It's cold right now. Thank you, Lord, for this day and keeping us safe. Strong and healthy enough to partake in these kind of adventures, and for watching over our families and our loved ones while we're away. Amen. Man. There's really nothing to be said. It'd be cool if you could transfer, I'd do my best, but it'd be cool if you could actually transfer the feeling like that you're experiencing when you're out at a place like this into the like video somehow. This is not far from home for me, y'all. I'll tell you where I'm at the end. I don't know if I should, because then how am I going to know by the comments? Let's see. Maybe I won't tell you. I'm just going to have to leave it up to y'all to try and guess where I'm at. Alright, I better get back up there to Hayden, see what he's doing. Just water coming from all kinds of places in this rock. I hope y'all can figure it out and that you'll make a trip out here if you're able, because it's an awesome spot. You got to do some off-trailing, as you can see, and punch through some brush and poison ivy and thorns and spiders and all that good stuff. But if I can do it, you know, anybody can. I shouldn't say anybody, I know some people have their limitations, but most people are capable of at least some of this. It's worth it to find out if you're one of those people. I can promise you that. Whew. This is why I be trying to face my fears, so I can experience life like this. Man, that current will push you. I'm only just above my ankles, about halfway up my calves, and having to fight the current there quite a bit. Oh! And my foot just smashed between two rocks. There he is, blending in with the environment. He must have gone this way. But I think that I would see some wet foot tracks or something. He's coming back, so I don't know if it's worth it me even climbing up there. Actually, I would like to get over there in front of that waterfall though. There's that cutout I was talking about. I'm down here like, where is Hayden? Now I see him. This is probably gonna make for a miserable hike back to the car. But when we leave here, we're going straight to the car and it's not very far, so I gotta do this, guys. I gotta at least get out here past my knees a little bit. Okay. Oh yeah. Oh, it gets deeper there though. Any deeper and the current might want to just yank me under this log, which would be fine. I'd come out right there, but I'd come out right there, you know. I could almost just do it for fun, but I really don't want to be super I don't want my drawers soaking wet when I'm hiking back to the car, is what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to keep the drawers dry. So this is as far as I'm gonna go. Oh, but it feels good. I wonder if I can get over there. Oh, look at this, y'all. Look at this, baby. This is awesome. Oh yeah, dude, I couldn't touch the bottom right there. This is awesome.
Hopefully y'all can hear me good enough, but the water out here is extremely loud. The air is just full of energy. Some of these look like nice pools to swim in too, like right here, but I don't know how deep it is. I was gonna tie a rope to Richie, have him jump in there and tell me. It does say no swimming by the fall, but doesn't mean the fall that the sign's on, this fall, that fall, no one knows. Except the fish police, he'll probably tell you. It's whatever you're doing, that's what's wrong. Oh, little snake. This fall is real nice. Powerful. Straight churning right here. I bet it's deep from all that churning. You can see it says no swimming or jumping from falls. Restricted area, they say. And I can see why. Like right there, that looks scary deep. Just look at that nice carved out right there. I wonder if there was another altar thing there. 'Tis all up left to speculation, 'cause we ultimately don't know. So there is all kinds of oddities out here. Look at that one. Pool after pool. The water flows around here like nothing I've ever seen. Tiny little crawfish right there. That's cool. Look at this old brick too. That's an old one. Man, it's like a playground. Straight up. Movie scene out here. If you really want to experience magic, this is the place to go. Richie's trying to be all secretive, but this is the Williamson Mound out in Cedarville. And if you follow up along the creek, you'll find yourself in Narnia. It is just absolutely gorgeous. There's so many different cuts and caves. You can explore this place for years, still not even scratch the surface. I almost bet you could jump off this, but fuck, risk versus reward's not very great on that one. Looks like it's about to get pretty technical too. Screw you back up on the head. Ooh, rag's falling off though, so hopefully I don't lose you. Ow. Oh, really gotta be careful where you step. My foot just dropped in a hole and smacked a little hard. And you also have to be careful for just elevation change. Like I was 10 foot up and now I'm 30 foot up on this cliff. I got Richie real good in one of those videos. I think it was up that way a little bit, but it was a cliff like this and he followed me up thinking it was the way back to our backpacks, and I got him all the way up on a perch like this, and you couldn't see how high you were until you got to like right here. So I'm sitting here like everything's okay, like there's still more ground there. Richie comes up to here, puts his hand onto that edge, looks over, he's like, I thought this was the way back. Oh shit. But we are up here. Starting to finally get a clear view away from all this jungle too. It's hot and steamy up in here. It is gorgeous. When you perch up on these big rocks, you can see down the creek side for a good ways. See, there's Richie down there. He didn't even look up. You can probably hear that shit from the fucking waterfall too. Echoes good out here. Gotta get going soon. We'll probably end up coming out here again next weekend, because we do need to do a lot more exploring in this jungle. I want to try to scrape up top somehow and circle back to him. So we're gonna see if I can't get up top somehow. Man, look at that. Almost looks like a peg hole. Whole bunch of shells collecting right here. What's that? It's like a battery. Something weird. Tiny chunk of coal. Gummy bear. Now there's a battery out of a fucking shit stick. Just gotta smoke cigarettes like a man, kids. I don't really remember. See, there's the stone steps, the concrete steps that come down. So you could get down from right there too, but it'd be a lot of wading through the deeper water. I think this will get me up top. Has to somewhere eventually. Oh yeah, right there. But just the way these valleys are, they really seem intentionally done by somebody. Pretty sure there's a cave down here. This is why we need to really scrape out here. There's a lot of caves that we weren't able to get to in the wintertime. This one looks like a big one though. I can see the holes down in there. Next week, you'll see us here again, more than likely. Richie's probably gonna think I done disappeared on him. Cutting all the way up and around. And look at that shot. Not sure if this is the recognized trail or it's just been walked on. Yeah, this can't be a recognized trail. It runs way too close to the edge. Usually they don't want people doing that. Fucking some bum left after lunch out here. Right on the edge. It's gotta be right. Oh, there he is. Right down in there. Just to show you guys how fluid you can stay with your movements out here. You can pop up top, come down to a bunch of different side skirts to get down. You can kind of use the top trail as a highway to get into these different little cuts. You see, you can pop up in here, get up on top, run the face of it, and scrape down right where you need to. Just keep checking that edge periodically until you can see that you're where you need to be. You can just pop down right on the backpacks I was. Let me get down back in here. That was all the way up in there. Popped up top, came all the way back, popped down right on top of the backpacks in 5 minutes. And what easily took me like 10-15 just to walk that through the creek. So just keep that in mind, to use your up tops as a highway to get in and out of these different bottom areas. Look at this, that tree that we just jumped over. Right on the edge is where it was growing. And when it ripped up, these rocks right here have lodged loose. Can't really tell if any's gone falling, but that one's about to. And that's gonna be a mean drop. I think this might be the cave. No. It's way further up. This is another little vein of a cave. Down through there is where we just came. I was looking for the secondary little cut-in area. Ooh, smacked my knee pretty hard. I was right past it. Looks like another cave that's slowly closed up over time. I don't remember if I've seen these ones before or not. Hey, look at that one. That one looks like it goes deep. That one might be worth exploring right there. It's a dangerous looking cave, but this one looks neat. I'll have to go in that one day.
I'm gonna keep going down the trail with you here.
Yeah. We're scraping. This is one of them first cuts that we ever found. You have to go around it to get in deeper. But this, believe it or not, is one of the first rocks I ever got Richie to climb up in the middle of winter. Doughboy was with us too. Even Doughboy climbed up there, but Jeremy's best didn't. He stayed down there and pouted about being cold. Yeah. This is that carved out little hallway thing. Just wanted to come in here, see if it was much different looking in the summer. It's moist though. Feels cooler than the caves because it's open. All the moss is growing in really nice. This seems like another good alleyway for mushrooms. I don't know if the natives did cultivate the mushrooms at all, but it would be a neat theory if they use these different cutouts to increase the humidity enough to fruit mushrooms off something. Then that would be a real interesting theory of a rabbit hole to go down. But definitely go back and check out the videos from here before. There's just so much to see. So many different little cut-in ways and outs. They're straight battlegrounds. So I was able to use that top as like a highway to get around through here. I was like a solid 10-15 minute walk up this creek, like from the creek side. But then from the coming back point, I only had a 5-minute clip of me going and scrambling up that ramp, jogging across this top, and then popping down at the next ramp right on top of our bags.
Yeah, we've seen you.
Keep that in mind to move around through here a lot better. Use that top and all those ramps to your advantage. So if you ain't come back out here next weekend and spend like a whole day scraping, try to bring a bunch of people and post up.
Dude, we can't get one person to come do this shit with us. What are you talking about?
I will force them. Say you want to go to Narnia?
All right, y'all. Here we go. Back to the car. There's some other crazy mushrooms right here. Well, a mushroom right there. Do we need to go that way?
Get fast, yeah. It's the highway up top.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot. You already scoped it out.
That one. Yeah, you can't. Hung left, it would have been left. Okay.
That log is slickered into shit. There's a funky red mushroom. And I heard someone say red, you're dead. Don't know if there's any truth to that. Dude, I thought I seen you go the other way.
Watch, dude. We're like right on the edge.
Yeah, shift your weight wrong. You might be in trouble.
Gotta get that spin going. Kick that leg over.
Yeah.
Look, Richie. You gotta do it faster.
Mine's hanging a little lower than yours.
That's why you like push yourself off the tree.
I just walked through that thing's web. Thank God it didn't get on me. This is what I get for laughing at Jeremy last week. I'm sorry, Jeremy. I apologize sincerely from the bottom of my heart. What is it?
That's Devil's Club. You do not want to touch that. It will give you one of those reactions like bee stings do. But the neat part about it is it itself is medicine to cure it. So if you really like to step on this, you'd want to cut it off, scrape the bark off of it. Then you take the stem and muddle it with some of your spit and cover that over it, and it'll start taking the reaction back away.
That's good to know.
That's Devil's Club.
Probably gonna have Devil's Club all over me. Hey, is that a chanterelle? I think I just found a chanterelle.
I seen what I thought was a milk. Oh, that is. It's like the first one I've ever found.
Oh, really? I found a few. Go ahead and pick it. That one's about done.
I'm just gonna leave it so it spores.
I want to see. Well, I want to see if it's got. Can you see if it's got gills or ridges,
Yeah.
like veins?
Yeah,
Is it?
gills.
It's got gills.
Yeah.
Oh no, no, dude, those look ridgy.
I think that's definitely chanterelle.
Oh no, those do look gilly, don't they? So if it's gills, it's jack-o'-lanterns. They look just like chanterelles in certain stages. Yeah, man, I bet this has been a waterfall lately. We've crawled down through there before.
Can't remember if we have or not.
Yeah, we have.
I think this is the top of that hallway thing. Just around the corner. Pick up this for a second, see if we can get the thing.
How y'all doing?
Good.
There you go.
Good. I lost him again because he blends in perfectly, but he's right there somewhere. Ah, there he is, up top. Hold on, I think I see a better way. I would imagine you need water.
Beautiful lake right here.
Here's one right here too. You got water or you need me to bring you some?
I got water.
Okay.
Finding Indians in here would be a long and bloody battle.
Indeed it would.
Plastered, not with gold, but the hair and scalps from those whose lives were claimed along the Ohio.
Ancient wisdom from Hey Hey. Dude, today's been quite. We ain't done a rough one like this in quite a while.
Everything is so moist I can't even use my phone.
Yeah, dude, I'm soaked. I'm drenched. That's what I said, man. I'm sure I lost a lot of water today. When you're sitting up here in the wintertime, dude, with all the brush gone and everything, it feels like you're 50 feet in the air. That would make an awesome treehouse, wouldn't it? When I was a kid, I would have jumped down there. Not when I was a kid. Remember, man, we'd be climbing on top of the house and jumping off it.
Sometimes I jumped off the roof with an umbrella. I put the cover the right fucking inside out and offered no resistance.
Yeah, I think every kid's done that, dude. We did that, man. We've all done that too, man. Me and my brother and sister and stuff. My friends when we were young. We did the umbrella jump. And you're right, it's no help whatsoever. As a matter of fact, it hindered tremendously because I thought it was going to work.
Mary Poppins with a line.
Right. Dude, I called my parents that night. They were like, why'd you jump off the roof? I'm like, why'd you make me watch Mary Poppins?
See, that's right.
I'm like, where do you think I get these ideas, Dad? From my babysitter, AKA the TV and VCR in my bedroom.
Those ones look like they'll kill you.
Yeah, I think they will. They're called like bearded grandpa or something. I forget, man. This path is creepy in the wintertime. And what was it? Was it a possum that we seen twice in the same place?
Yeah.
Acting all sketchy.
That was a skinwalker.
Yeah, it didn't act like a normal possum, did it? All right, y'all. That's it for today's adventure. I'm tired.
I ain't tired, but it does feel like we just got out of the jungle.
Yeah, man, I'm tired. I lost about a gallon of water, I'm sure, just hiking today. But anyway, man, love y'all. Catch you next time. Thanks for tuning in. Be weird out loud. Peace.